Are you ready to question everything? Tune in.
Yo, welcome back to the show. Robert and crew, late night steal the flow. 12 a.m. sharp, KC lights aglow. Conspiracies, mysteries, let the weird truth grow. Holly weird, old world, cryptids in the night. Flat earth debates till the early light. Raw and unfiltered, just vibing with the crew. The Robert and Crew Show, we coming for Yo, it's Robert from KC, digital artist with the pen. Spitting bars on the stream with his co-host friend. Crew in the mix, banter sharp like a blade. Low production magic in the midnight parade. YouTube, Twitch, the Robertan Crew Show live. Facebook drop, TikTok clips, keep the hive. Welcome back, y'all. Robert kicks it off right. Crew hits the echo, we own the whole night. Holly Weirdos Part 5, exposing the occult scene. Silver screen weirdos with their hidden schemes. Garden of Eden Part 2, diving using lore. Book of Enoch pages, opening heaven's door. Afterlife and the soul, spirit talk till dawn breaks. Multiverses, twisting galactic trips we take. Old world architecture, KC buildings stand grand. Tartarian theories, do they understand? Flat earth debates, cryptids hiding deep. Weather phenomena wild, making sky watchers weep. AA slopping chill vibes, mind bending every track. Paranormal stories, listeners hit us back. Content, house drama, inference or shade get thrown. From local KC flavor to the great unknown. No filter, no script, just authentic and free. Grassroots late night hang for the truth seekers like me. Welcome back to the show. Robert and crew, late night steal the flow. 12 a.m. sharp, KC lights aglow. Conspiracies, mysteries, let the weird truth grow. Holly weird, old world, cryptids in the night. Flat earth debates till the early light. Raw and unfiltered, just vibing with the crew. The Robert and Crew Show, we coming for you. Small dedicated fans in the Facebook group, discussing every episode, keeping the loop. Search the name, catch the archive on YouTube. Robert and Crew, vibe with us, stay true. Mic drop at midnight.
Well, welcome back to the Robert and Crew Show. As always, I'm your host, Robert.
And I'm your co-host, Crew.
How you doing tonight, Crew?
I'm wonderful.
You're wonderful. What's been going on today?
I had a relaxing day. I played Pokemon all day. You know, just relaxing, enjoying myself, playing Pokemon.
I got my Gengar.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I know.
Now, I'm going to say this, because this very rarely ever happens for me and Robert, right? Okay, so about yesterday, really early in the morning on Friday, right? I get up really early, and I'm like, you know what? I'm in the mood to play some Pokemon TCG, and it's funny because I pulled a interactive Mew full art card, and Robert here early in the morning pulls a shiny full art interactive Mew card.
Yeah, we both pulled Mew the same day.
Yeah, but his was shiny, mine wasn't. So I was like, that rarely ever happens for both of us.
So great feeling, though, to pull that interactive.
Mm-hmm. And Robert didn't think he was going to pull interactive because he's like, oh, man. But what's funny is this has been our lucky moment this whole week because this same week, right? Robert pulls a full art shiny
Mega Gengar
EX, and I end up pulling a shiny Charizard EX,
which is pretty dope.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on, Julie?
And like we've been getting so lucky on the Pokemon TCG app here this little late, pulling all those really rare cards.
Some say it's luck.
Yeah, because it's a very rare chance to pull those cards, especially with those specific cards.
I don't like to, dude. I feel like most of the people that pull those cards, like the really, really good cards, are paying hella money in that game. Yeah, from the new set. So I pulled the I pulled the shiny Mew, and he pulled the
Yeah,
normal
here,
Mew.
bro, pull them up, so that way they'll know we're not lying.
You got pictures of them?
Yeah, hold up.
Just
Oh,
send them to me on Messenger.
I got you real quick. Give me a moment. I'll send you all the cards that I pulled here recently.
And tonight, as you guys know, we are going full on conspiracy mode. What about a Mighty Ina?
All right, I sent them in a pack. Wise.
Oh, that's crap, Elmsta. I'm sorry. So crew pulled this bad boy.
Mm-hmm.
And got one of these.
2 of them actually.
2 of them. Then we got Napoleon.
Mm-hmm.
Mega Manetric. Shiny Haxorus. Ziora or Zoria or whatever it's called.
One also.
And then the normal Mew. You
And
should send the picture of the shiny Mew that I sent you.
Okay. I'll have to go to my actual Messenger app. Give me a second.
Is it in your is it in our conversation on Messenger?
Not in like actual Messenger. It's in text message.
Okay. Well, send it to Messenger.
Okay, give me a second.
I love the new shiny Mew too. The shiny Mew with it being blue is like one of my favorite cards. Who doesn't like stuff about conspiracies? I think it's very interesting. For sure it's interesting, Julie.
All right. It should have been.
Oh, no, Elmsta, it is an app. It is an app. It's not a real. It's not a. They're not real cards. So if you go to PTCG Mobile, you can download an app that lets you play Pokemon with your friends. You can build a deck. You get to pull cards, and every day you get 2 free packs.
Mm-hmm. Unless you do like the membership, right? Where like you can get like 2 free packs plus 2 extra packs.
Right.
So you get 4 packs throughout the day. But the more you battle, right, against like the standard,
And here's my shiny Mew.
different like against other players or against like specific decks.
Yeah.
You'll get like 12 shards per match, and then you can just keep pulling packs each day.
Yeah. No, I don't so Elmsta, I don't really buy Pokemon cards like that anymore. I just play the digital game. And the reason why is because I never have any luck pulling Pokemon cards out of actual packs. I think the craziest card I ever pulled was back in probably back like in the early 2000s. I had a buddy that gave me a Japanese pack, and I pulled Sabrina's Gengar in Japanese, and I didn't know what it was worth at the time. And sadly, I put it in a binder and I lost the binder. And that card is worth a ton of money now. Especially had I had it graded. Oh my God, those cards go for so much.
I don't want to pull out my Pokemon cards right now, but I got a bunch of brand new ones.
But to start out this show tonight, we're gonna play a little music video that I made, and it's an AI song, but it still goes hard as shit, and it goes right in with the conspiracies that we're talking about tonight. And you'll see why, crew. Crew's gonna hate me for this, but you know, he's just gonna have to deal with it.
You motherfucker.
Cruising down I-95, top down, silver hair blowing, white hat back with same smirk that we all used to knowing. Somebody films and screams he's back from the dead. Next thing you know, the whole web's losing his head. Same jaw, same eyes, same walk, like he never left. They say he died in that cell, but we all know that's a dub. Plastic surgery, new name, Palm Beach, cover stories, waving at the cameras like come catch me if you dare, homie. Palm Beach, beach. That's Epstein, he's alive. They faked the suicide, now he's back in the Florida Drive. Palm Beach Pete, wake up, rolling in the heat. Little black book still open, knowledge secrets on repeat. He's not dead, he's not dead. He's Palm Beach Pete. They switched the body, now he's laughing in the street. Palm Beach Pete, they're lying. Epstein. He says I'm not him with that grin we recognize, but the gate's the same, the teeth, even the eyes. Used to party in Palm Beach, same circles back then. Now he's out here flexing while the elites play pretend. They told us he hung himself with bed sheets in jail, but cameras glitch, guards sleeping, the story's too frail. Now he's golfing or tennis or just chilling in the sun. On a client list, he's buried and the real work gets done. Blood! Palm Beach Beach, that's Epstein, he's alive. Take the suicide, now he's back in the Florida Drive. Palm Beach Pete, wake up, rolling in the heat. Little black book still open, knowledge secrets on repeat. He's not dead, he's Palm Beach Pete. They switched the body, now he's laughing in the street. Palm Beach Pete, they lying. Epstein, they say he's a good guy, just a lookalike dude, but the resemblance is insane. Too perfect, too crude. Ghislaine's out walking, powerful friend still free, while Pete's on the gram saying peace out to you and me. Is it witness protection or the ultimate flex? Dead man driving convertibles, leaving zero regrets. The truth is out there if you dare to connect the dots. Palm Beach ain't just beaches, it's where the real game plots. Palm Beach Pete, oh in your eye. Get this slow death, now he's living the dream. Palm Beach Pete, keep the theories on the street. The media's gaslighting, but we know the elite. He's not dead, he's Palm Beach Pete. The conspiracy's real, and it's right there in the heat. Palm Beach Pete. Epstein, still alive. They're lying, he's riding. Palm Beach Pete. Epstein never died, never died, never died. Wake up.
Palm Beach Pete. Bro, I'm not even kidding. I got a SoundCloud just to upload that song to it.
You're a dick.
I told you, bro, I'm going to get Palm Beach Pete on this fucking podcast if it's the last thing I do.
Hell no. Well, if you do, remind me to skip that episode.
Did you watch the lie detector test with Palm Beach Pete?
No.
I think that was all set up. I really do. I think Palm Beach Pete is not Epstein. I think he's just a doppelganger that looks like Epstein. But it's really funny because the entire world is going crazy about Palm Beach Pete. And it ties right into the conspiracies tonight. Because, you know, the entire internet thinks that that's Jeff. Well, not the entire internet, but let's say a good like 45% of the internet thinks that that Palm Beach Pete is Epstein. What are your thoughts on all this Epstein conspiracy crap right now?
I think it's getting out of hand.
What part of it is getting out of hand?
Well, the Palm Beach feet part, yes. But in reality, the whole cloning crap that's been alleged, the Kardashian stuff,
Right.
you know, and the code words, you know,
What code words?
like pizza, jerky, stuff like that.
Well, yeah, we still don't know what the jerky means.
It means
Human flesh.
human flesh.
That's
And
the alleged rumor.
Well, here's the thing. I've been digging through the files, right?
You think Palm Beach Pete likes jerky?
No, I don't know. All I know is it's getting out of hand, and the whole, they got a guy going by the name Palm Beach Pete who looks like Epstein. Then you got all these lookalikes that look like freaking Charlie Kirk.
Right.
It's just getting old.
It does get kind of weird and old.
Here's the thing. Like, okay, the whole code word crap, right?
Yeah.
And they're constantly talking about jerky.
Yeah.
Now, Robert will tell y'all, I absolutely am disgusted by jerky. I've always never liked jerky.
Dude, you give me some good peppercorn jerky or some good teriyaki beef jerky. I mean, hell, even the teriyaki steak nuggets from Jack Link's. Oh, those are delicious.
Okay, I won't even touch a Slim Jim. Now,
Slim Jims are fire. What is wrong with you?
dude, I still
even Elmsta says Slim Jims are fire.
I don't like jerky. The only way I'll eat jerky, right?
A Slim Jim isn't a jerky. That's a beef stick.
Well, still though, the only way I will eat a Slim Jim or jerky in general, right, becomes like if you go like Quick Trip, you get them in those from those chew cans.
Yeah,
that's
the jerky chew.
Yeah, the jerky chew. That's the only way I'll eat them, and they're better that way.
I mean, sometimes, but I feel like jerky chew is just a thing to get kids to want to chew when they get older.
And honestly, what I prefer over a jerky or a Slim Jim, pepperoni.
Pepperoni's delicious.
Oh, I love pepperoni. I'll eat it out of the package.
All right, man. You calm it down over there with your pepperoni.
Don't make me go get my pepperoni and start eating it, because I will.
Well, I'll slap you with a slap of salami if you don't stop it.
Ugh, I don't even like salami.
You don't like salami? What is wrong with you? Do you like any meat, you fucking vegetarian?
There's just salami is one of them I don't like, right?
What about if you don't like salami? What about what about spam?
Spam? Yeah, okay. Bratwurst.
Deep fried spam masubi? You don't like spam?
No, bratwurst, right? I won't even touch that. What if it comes to like a hot dog? When it comes to hot dogs, I prefer them come in like the what are they called?
He just likes putting wieners in his mouth.
No, I don't. Stop that. Don't be disgusting. No, when it comes to hot dogs, I prefer hot dogs over bratwurst. Here's why.
So because they're smaller and you don't have to struggle putting it in your mouth.
No. Here's the thing. It's the way bratwursts are made, right?
Yeah.
And like some bratwursts come with that cheesy feeling in them.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
You don't like cheesy bratwursts?
No.
You don't like cheese inside of a hot dog either?
Okay. No.
Like a cheddar dog?
Hold on. I love cheddar dogs, but they have to be made a certain way, right? Where you split the hot dog in half, right?
Uh-huh.
And then you put and then you cut up the cheese a little bit, and then you put ketchup on it, and then you
Right.
cook it up. That's fire. My grandfather used to make them like that.
God, all of you people that don't like certain kinds of meats are crazy, bro. I will eat any meat. Bro, you could give me bull testicle, and if I could fry it up real good and make it taste delicious, I'd fucking eat it. Meat is meat. Protein is protein.
Now, when it comes to sausages, right? I prefer the patties.
I love meat, Elmster. It's in my blood.
Like when it comes to like you kind of like how McDonald's will have those sausage patties, right? That come with the biscuits.
Yeah, like a sausage biscuit.
Yeah, like if ever I would be going to Quick Trip, right? I'd always go get me a sausage egg cheese biscuit.
Yeah, dude, sausage egg cheese biscuits are good, but if I'm going to McDonald's, I'm getting a steak, egg, and cheese bagel with the extra piece of steak on it.
Now, okay, if I go to McDonald's, which is very rare, right?
Yeah.
The one thing I always get for breakfast is a sausage egg cheese biscuit and a hash brown.
Oh, dude, the hash browns are fire.
I know. Now, but during lunch and dinner hour, you want to know my two go-tos?
Double quarter pounder with cheese and a Big Mac.
No. Double quarter pounder with extra mayo and mac sauce, or a McChicken with honey mustard on it.
Gotcha.
I will do, and they'll be like, "Can I get extra honey mustard?" And we're like, "Okay." And then I literally made this whole.
Crew is a secret vegetarian, so that is
no,
the conspiracy.
Listen, okay. When it comes to the McChicken, right? I literally will drench it with honey mustard sauce.
Yeah.
Because, like, okay.
Crew can't eat fish.
Yeah, I can't. I'm highly allergic. But when you drench it, and I want you to try this, Robert. It's actually really good. Fire. It's really fire. Get you a McChicken, right? Get you like 2 packs of mac sauce, or not mac sauce, 2 packs of honey mustard sauce, right? Drench it.
Dude, I bet it's just like putting like honey mustard on a giant piece of chicken. That's like a round chicken strip. It's delicious, probably.
And then, but seriously, get you a double quarter pounder, right?
Yeah.
And ask for extra mayo, and then a side of mac sauce.
Right.
And put them together. It's fire.
It's fire.
It really
Fire. All right, so tonight, as we said, we're going over some conspiracy theories. So I'm going to mute this crap real quick, let this ad play through, and then I'm going to skip it. And immediate pause, back the video up, and play.
Weirdos. Oh my god, the conspiracy theories of TikTok. This already feels like a classic because there is one character who is so conspiracy theory headed, but trust me, there is a wide array of conspiracy theories on TikTok. It goes from that one Brendan Fraser movie in the 2000s, Journey to the Center of the Earth, that's actually real, to also, by the way, mountains are people. And of course, Joe Biden is a clone and a reptilian and a demon and gay. But I want to start out with this man, the king of conspiracy theory TikTok to me. His name is Immortal Zen, and he has almost 250,000 followers, so a lot, and free 6ix9ine in the bio. Interesting. But the first video that I saw of his was this.
Hey y'all, check this conspiracy out on people living forever in Hollywood. I'm gonna play 2 clips for y'all. Here's one.
When you do sell your soul, you are allowed to live forever. And these people that are called youngins, rookies, new booties, like I was, had no idea that these people still live.
This happens a lot in these conspiracy theory videos where there will be some person on some podcast, not necessarily a celebrity, like Orlando Brown from That's So Raven. He's our trusted source that the people in Hollywood live forever. But that guy at the beginning, please remember his face, because I think he's my favorite TikToker after seeing all these videos. Like all the text that he has on the screen. Stop scrolling. Living forever in Hollywood? Then just posting a clip of a guy from That's So Raven in a Bulls jersey talking about how, yeah, people don't even know that they let people live forever in Hollywood. If you were ever in a movie, actually, that means you're not a part of everybody else and you're your own separate thing. No, somebody just got famous because they did a movie. That's kind of how it is. I mean, the weird sketchy stuff is like the, nepotism and creepy, but I don't know if you can choose to sell your soul to live forever. Why would anybody not sell their soul? Like half of everybody would just sell their soul. How do you sell it though? I don't know how. This guy's being serious. This guy's like, this second clip, that's the kicker. This just sets the playing field. The second clip, trust me, it's going to blow your socks off. Well, then let's watch the second clip of this video.
James Woods! I don't understand it. I thought you were dead. Well, I'm not.
That's the kicker. That's the kicker. Hey guys, I know I showed you a clip of Orlando Brown from That's So Raven talking about how just people live forever if they want. But if you weren't convinced, how about a clip from Family Guy? Now, when I saw that, I bust out laughing. I thought that was one of the funniest things I'd seen on TikTok. But the comments, watch the end of the new House Party. Kid Cudi explains it all. Now, Kristen Renee, I mean this with no disrespect. I really love Kid Cudi's music. But I don't think that he has the answer to immortality. James St. Patrick said, Drake said in a song, please don't stand at my grave and cry though. I'm not there. They made it so I can never really die though. It's called Vital. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say it here too. I don't think that Drake possesses the answers to immortality. Fuck him up. I really got him there. Kendrick should have put that in the diss. By the way, okay, I will say, never mind. Don't let me get into the Drake Kendrick thing. Don't let me get into it. But the comments are all taking it seriously. Not for real, because Bob Barker died like 4 times. No, he didn't. Morgan Freeman has been the same age since the 80s. No, he's just black. You know the thing where people say black don't crack and then they show pictures of Morgan Freeman? By the way, he has aged, but yeah, he's like the example where people jokingly say that in a Facebook comment. Your mom would say that as a joke and you're out here saying it seriously. This is what Morgan Freeman looked like in the 1980s. He looked like this. Morgan Freeman 2024. Say it. He looks damn good. He looks ready to face another allegation of grabbing people and being a creepy uncle on set. Sorry. I had to say sorry. But yeah, debunked. We got him. That's so annoying. But yeah, he used Family Guy as a reference. He saw this scene.
How the hell did you come back to life?
Well, gentlemen, sometimes being a big Hollywood star has its advantages.
Hey, is this guy somebody?
Yeah, that's James Woods. We got a celebrity here.
Imagine seeing that and being like, oh no, they're actually giving us a secret. They're not passing you messages through Family Guy, bruh. You're just stoned out of your mind watching Family Guy, bruh. Thinking that Seth MacFarlane is releasing the truth behind the conspiracy theory of Hollywood's immortality to you through Family Guy. Brother in Christ, I'm gonna need you to just hear what I'm saying and then take that as a sign to just back off.
My body was immediately taken to a Hollywood hospital where I was hooked up to a 17-year-old ingenue.
Yeah. Oh, it referenced adrenochrome. That's the conspiracy theory buzzword. That means it's true and that Seth MacFarlane told me that. It's true. Okay, if immortality is real, then how come people die? Idiot. How come Dick Van Dyke looks like that? I love Dick Van Dyke. But if you're going to make anybody live forever, I'm putting Dick Van Dyke number 1. Sorry, by the way, I should say Emmy Award winner, Dick Van Dyke. God, his name sounds crazy. But okay. Let's get into the mind behind the guy who posted that video. Like, let's actually get him talking a little bit more, because this is the mind that I really want to crack into and see what's going on.
Scientists discovered that another ocean has been underneath the Earth's core this entire time, and it's 3 times bigger. Reading this reminds me of 2 things.
You know your information is correct when you're getting it from a place that has these watermarks. IG at Rap House TV. This haunted house looking Rap House TV. RHTV. With the brain explosions and the emoji. Come on. I don't know how your internet comprehension skills are at this low. Bro, if you see something that looks like this online, scroll. All right, let me lock in.
Reading this reminds me of 2 things. Inner Earth, and that the ocean is actually space.
It reminds you that the ocean is actually space? It's just a little reminder. What is space to you? What? I'm pretty sure space is like the definition of outside of our atmosphere. The near vacuum extending between the planets and stars containing small amounts of gas and dust. Right. Not the ocean. What? Oh, wait, who goes to space? Astronauts.
What you know about
astronaut in the ocean? Okay. What's his point though?
And that the ocean is actually space. And this is actually kind of shown in the movie Journey to the Center of the Earth. Check this out.
I mean, yeah, bro, you're showing us a movie. I don't know how else I'm supposed to process this information. This was actually touched on in Journey to the Center. You're like touched on as if it was by like a actual researcher and this is some documentary. It's actually touched on in Journey to the Center of the Earth when Brendan Fraser was on a green screen and they made it look like he fell through the earth. Yeah, you know what? I'm sure there is stuff underneath the Earth's core. I'm sure there's big, pools of water that are bigger than all the oceans, and they're hiding it from us. Like, no, Rap House TV just told me about it, so they're not hiding it. So it's like, who cares? I don't get it. And why is the ocean space? Him watching, throwing his finger up, like trying to put you on game right now. You see this? It's crazy. Oh my god, this movie does hit. Like when I was 12 years old, this was so fire. But now I'm 24 and I don't think of it as a documentary.
It literally be showing us this stuff in movies. And the center of the Earth would be Earth's core. And they also even speak on Hollow Earth or Inner Earth in the movie Kong versus Godzilla.
Nah, man, sorry to fact check you here. It's Godzilla versus Kong. You're gonna step to a real ape lover? Tell me I don't know the King Kong facts? Every single Planet of the Apes movie, every single King Kong movie. And if you think that it's Kong versus Godzilla, I don't even know if I can trust you anymore. This is actually touched on in Journey to the Center of the Earth. What the hell are you talking about? They touched on, yeah. And the line that he said,
they literally be showing us this stuff in movies.
They're literally showing us this stuff in the movies. Fiction. I don't know. What? Oh man, if this dude watched La La Land and he thought that actually happened, I don't know if he'd ever recover. This could indicate the Hollow Earth theory, which was touched on in Godzilla vs. Kong, which means they're showing it to us to be real. This guy walking out of a movie theater, literally shaking with PTSD. Oh my god, Spider-Man died! They freaking killed him! They freaking toasted him, man! They freaking snapped and all my freaking friends died! Like, come on, man. Godzilla vs. Kong isn't real. Also, by the way, this is a shirt that is designed by my friend, made by my friend. And it's really cool if you want to celebrate Pride Month. I'll put the link in the description. I really like the shirt. Also, I don't know if you can see underneath the video, like my necklaces are there and stuff. I don't know. I've been doing update stuff. I feel like I'm a real YouTuber. I don't know. I just want to let you know I'm excited. But this necklace is actually almost sold out.
Ridiculous. Well, that man obviously does not believe in any conspiracy whatsoever.
No, but the way he was doing it was funny.
Yeah, no, for sure.
That was good.
Elmstead said a hacker released the new Avatar Last Airbender movie and it was actually good.
You know what new movie I'm excited to go see that they're actually doing accurate on?
What?
Street Fighter.
Yeah, Street Fighter looks cool.
So does freaking Mortal Kombat 2.
Yeah, the new one.
Mm-hmm. And then Doomsday. Ooh, I got to see that at Comic-Con on the internet.
Right.
Truth or fake means Vedica Bell. Over by the big board. Vedica, good evening to you. We stay with Artemis 2. The mission, of course, to the moon and back. The astronauts are set to return to Earth on Friday. We've seen them travel further from Earth than any other humans. But the historic lunar flyby has inflamed a wave of conspiracy theories. Tell us more.
That's right, Mark. The Artemis 2 crew may have traveled to the dark side of the moon, but waiting here on Earth is the dark side of the internet, because all of the excitement around this mission has caused some old conspiracy theories to take off. So let's start with one that we've heard plenty of times before, that the entire thing is staged. Several internet users falsely claim to have proof that the astronauts were using a green screen. This photo was particularly shared online, showing the astronauts with a green screen behind them. And this video in particular was viral. Now, this is a snippet of the astronauts' live interview with CNN. And we can see the Artemis 2 mascot Rise floating in the capsule as a sign of zero gravity. It's filmed from a mobile phone off a TV screen. But internet users claimed that this video showed glitches and that there was white lettering peeking through a transparent plush toy, saying that this proved that this has been faked. Now, this is false, because if we take a look at the original CNN live stream where this was broadcasted, there is no white characters or white text bleeding through the plush toy. Now, it is possible that this has been edited, but most likely this is a TV graphics glitch where the text has been overlaid behind the footage by the broadcaster. Now, as for that green screen photo that we saw, this is confirmed to be generated by artificial intelligence. There is a Google Synth ID digital watermark present in this image, which confirms to us that it is very much created by Google AI.
Now, speaking of AI, artificial intelligence. There's also been a ton of AI slop. That's a word I learned from you, Vedika. Running rampant on social media. Separate the fact from the science fiction for us.
Well, that's right. Even though the Artemis 2 team have been sending back stunning images of the lunar surface, there is a ton of AI-generated content going viral. And even the most obvious of them are racking up millions of views. For example, thousands of users are sharing this video that they say proves, again, that the entire thing is staged because the astronaut appears to have 3 legs in the spacewalk. Now, in reality, this is content shared by a space-related Facebook page, which openly says that it uses artificial intelligence to generate its content. Now, there's also a ton of very fantastical imagery and fantastical AI videos being shared online as well. For example, this post claimed to show the Mare Orientale, which is a lunar basin on the western border of the near and far side of the moon. It is stunning imagery, as we can see there, but it is not real in any capacity. In reality, the Artemis 2 team didn't manage to capture such detailed and close images of the basin. They did photograph it, but their image is much different and much further away. You have to remember that these astronauts were still about 4,000 miles or about 6,500 kilometers away from the moon's surface. Now, I also want to show you this video, which claimed to show the highest quality video of the moon that has ever been released. This post was made, this video began circulating the same day that the Artemis 2 made its historic lunar flyby. We can see it had over 10 million views. And there was a lot of comments on this one, surprised that the moon isn't just grey. Now, in fact, this one isn't created by AI, but it's not been released by NASA. It's not an official photo. It's not sent by the Artemis 2 either. In fact, it is images taken by an photographer who shot tens of thousands of frames of the moon and merged them together. None of Artemis 2's images showed such a colorful moon, but they did note in their reports some color nuances and shades of brown and blue. So there is a lot of gorgeous imagery online, but a lot of it is not real and it's not official. If you do want to see the stunning and very real images sent by the Artemis 2 mission, they are published online by NASA in the Artemis 2 multimedia folder. And I suggest that if you want to see these stunning images, you go there and have a look rather than search for them online.
If you are sleeping in a position like this, you are wrecking your body and your breathing.
So, Artemis. All of the images are basically fake, besides the images you look at from NASA. You know, not a space agency. That's the only images that are real, apparently. That's pretty damn convenient. But, you know, I'm a moon landing denier, so there's not much really that they can show me that I'll believe.
Right.
Let's see the next video. We already did Artemis a couple episodes ago. This one is spending the night above Area 51, and what we saw was unreal.
Wow, I can really see up close in there. That's pretty crazy. I honestly wasn't expecting it to be this good. Wow. So here's the cluster of hangars and the tower, kind of at the north portion of the base. I'm going to look around carefully. It's hard to pan and keep it smooth, but I'm going to try and see if I can see any activity going on here. And I believe that building that I'm looking at now, a little bit more distortion, but nowhere near as bad as I thought it was going to be. I almost blew off doing this whole hike just because I thought the smoke was going to be so bad, but I'm glad I didn't. Because honestly, this is incredible.
And this guy's using like a telescope camera.
No way. I definitely just saw an F-16 taking off here. There it is. Groom Lake keeps this fleet of F-16s that they use as chase planes. Super cool to see one of these taken off. Wow, I didn't expect that. I definitely see some vehicle traffic. I see a dark colored, relatively large vehicle moving towards the right-hand side of the frame there. It's starting to get dark. They're turning lights on. And that means from here on out, the quality hopefully will be consistent, but I suspect this camera is not going to do super well in low light because it has a tiny sensor. I hope we got more movement there on the right. Looks like a white van or box truck. There's another jet taxiing on the runway. I think that's another F-16. It's dark colored, so it definitely wasn't a Janet. I'm sure that was an F-16.
It's interesting stuff, but
Yeah.
you know, it's not really a lot to go on. It's just got images from the base or a video, I guess, with a telescopic.
And there's another one. Look at that. Wow, this is pretty incredible to be able to get this close into Area 51. I never thought I'd be able to see it in this much detail.
It is cool, though.
Get a good shot of those hangars down there. Be cool to see one of the hangar doors open. I don't think I'll get that lucky, though.
And
definitely more
we're forbidden.
more vehicle activity, more ground activity picking up. I see a couple headlights moving over there. Sorry for the camera shake. Whenever I'm zoomed in this much, even the slightest vibration or wind, it just sends it shaking. Doing my best to keep it as still as I can, though.
I don't even know how this guy got away with this. You know what I mean?
Because he's far away.
Right.
He hiked up to a mountain ridge or the mountain over there and then took the video with a telescopic camera. But, you know, there's probably other videos just like that exist out there that other people have taken.
Right. Like,
yeah, there's stories and videos of people driving into Area 51 and then getting caught.
Mm-hmm. Like the moment you jump over the line, bam, vehicles show up.
White trucks.
Mm-hmm. Because of those sensors.
Oh yeah.
Or you don't see them watching you.
Right.
All right, Christina, now just follow along with me, okay? First, hit him with Tiny Earth.
So when we saw Tiny Earth,
People asked.
our crew what impressions we had.
Blackness.
And honestly, what struck me
Blackness.
wasn't necessarily just Earth, it was all the blackness around it.
There you go. All right, now hit him with Lifeboat.
Earth was just this lifeboat
Hovering,
hanging
undisturbed.
undisturbingly in the universe.
All right, Christina, it's important that you say everything I'm saying word for word, okay? So now let's hit him with the finale, okay? I wrote this myself, so I can't wait for people to hear it. Christina?
Uh-oh.
What do you mean, uh-oh? Oh, God, we must have lost it?
So...
Oh, well, tell her to just ad-lib, all right? We just say something, anything, go.
I may have not learned, I know I haven't learned.
What is she?
Everything that this journey has yet to teach me.
Okay, what is she going with this?
But there's one new thing I know.
What?
And that is planet Earth.
Oh, God.
You are a crew.
What?
Thank you.
What the hell does that mean?
Yeah.
Well, just sit down, all right? No, okay, stand up. Hug, maybe hug, because people that just like that. This isn't going out live, is it?
What the hell does that mean? Planet Earth, you're the crew, or you are a crew? Like what? It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard come out of an astronaut's mouth.
Right. But, you know, that just proves that, you know, they're told to say what to say.
It sounds like it for sure. It sounds like she was sounds like she had some kind of thing in her ear and somebody stopped talking to her. But she could have just been nervous and full of anxiety, but it did sound like she was getting the info from somebody else on the other line. It's a weird one.
Yeah.
Hard to believe, but the edge of our planet really does exist. It has long been known that Antarctica is home to an ice wall. However, its vast icy surface drops off into an endless abyss. You won't believe it, but the final point is real, and it's called the edge of the world. But why has no one ever managed to reach this boundary? And if someone did, why is there no photo or video evidence? First of all, without special equipment and protective suits, the journey to the edge of the planet is impossible because it's a direct exit into outer space. Extreme cold reigns there, and there is almost no oxygen. Secondly, No one will let you get close to this zone. It's the same as sending a person into space without a spacesuit, a one-way ticket. Hundreds of satellites orbit the Earth, transmitting video from space. We see our planet in these images, and everything looks perfectly clear. But tell me, are you sure the human technology can film something like this? And what do you think about the ice wall? Tell me in the comments.
So I don't think there's an edge of the earth. I think that's absolutely ridiculous. You would not go off the edge of the earth ever. It's not possible.
Well,
First off, if the earth is not what we think it is, it's got a firmament. You wouldn't be able to fall out of the firmament.
well, what I will say is what I do believe, right, is that artificial fog that's surrounding the ice wall?
Yeah.
There's watchtowers inside that artificial man-made fog.
So how do you think they make artificial fog?
I mean, how? Okay, well, we covered this before. What is that one word that makes weather?
What, harp?
Harp.
So you think they're using a harp?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And for those of you that don't know, harp is a gigantic, I believe it's like supposed to be radio waves, but they're sent through the air, and they were done for like a scientific naval experiment. And people claim that it actually changes things in the troposphere and the ionosphere that creates weather patterns. So like HARP could create hurricanes or tornadoes or even earthquakes maybe. So basically that's HARP for dummies.
Yeah.
All right. We're in the Arctic Ocean. What you see behind me here is the ice wall, keeping the flat Earth in. You can see it goes on as far as the eye can see. There it is. It just keeps going and going. Edge of the world. Edge of the flat world. Now you see the fog up there. The fog, that is man-made, while the ice wall is primarily a natural phenomenon. The fog is there artificially to hide all the watchtowers. I'll report back tomorrow from the continent. There it is. The ice wall. We made it. I have to say, upon closer inspection, I am surprised I don't see a single watchtower. And no one has tried to stop us so far.
No way.
Not a single guard. I also see no extraterrestrial bases. Okay, it's going. Okay, do you see here the line? This is the very edge of the ice wall. We've been wondering. And you see how it's perfectly straight there. Perfectly straight, man-made. Yeah. Capture it all as far as the eye can see. Until it starts to slope down over there, but don't worry about that over there. Do you see, this is proof. Proof the Earth is flat. It is in fact donut shaped, with the Antarctic being the outer edge of the donut.
She's just being a smartass.
Man-made. Right. I've made it closer. No one has stopped me. As you can see behind me, this building there, that actually, I'm quite sure I read this online somewhere, used to be a watchtower guarding the ice wall of the flat Earth. That is before they all went subterranean, as I've learned on this trip, wondering where they're at. So you can see this is real. That's history. That's the wall. All right, it's my last day exploring the ice wall. I spent the morning climbing it up here, and you can see the top just behind me. I have been instructed I am not allowed to go up there. Little suspicious, if you ask me. It's under lock and key. They're enforcing the rules strictly. So just over the top is the end of the world. I know it. I wish I could show you. All right, bad news, folks. So I've just been informed this is, in fact, not the top of the ice wall.
Nope.
It's that all the way up there. And no chance. They don't let tourists such as ourselves up on the top. It was probably a little bit naive of me to think that I'd be able to film the end of the world for all of us out there.
But it's there.
It is. It's right there. And I think that serves as quite a bit of proof, quite a bit of scientific evidence. So we gave it our best shot. All right, everybody. Couldn't make it up by the guide because he doesn't want people to know. But I asked him, I said, have you been up there? He said, yeah. And we said, what's up there?
We did.
What is it? What did you see? He said, stuff.
That's all he said.
That's all he said. And you know what? I was pointing out up there, you know what you hear? Running water.
It's true. If you listen really carefully, you can hear it now.
Falling over the edge of the earth to be recycled up to the North Pole. And I asked him, I said, is that a coincidence? He said,
no.
He said no.
We think that water goes around the donut and back into the North Pole.
That's the only thing that makes logical scientific sense.
Anything else?
I want you to know what we know. We're here. And people that don't believe us, they're not here.
Mm-mm.
They don't see it.
See them
They
making
don't
a
see
video?
it.
No.
They're not in Antarctica. We are.
Mm-hmm.
That she is the smart ass of the year.
Ooh.
That was like, okay, like you didn't prove anything. You didn't show anything. You didn't do anything. You went to the spot in Antarctica that they allow you to go.
Right.
So smart ass, like once you go to the part that they don't let you go to, then you can make your video.
Right.
I don't know. I love that video though, just because of how smart she's being. It's the funniest. That's got to be the funniest satirical video I've ever seen of the ice wall. That's absolutely hilarious.
You are not supposed to see this place. I pulled this drone and these coordinates off the ice in what they call Sector 4. Most people think it's just cliffs, but watch the horizon. That is not a mountain range because it is a vertical barrier.
Look closely behind that mist because something's cutting a straight seam through it. Every time I point the camera there, my signal spits like it's being stepped on. On the official map, this is just a continent at the bottom, but out here it feels like a perimeter. If it's a perimeter, then it was built for a reason.
My receiver just started screaming, and it only happens when I face the wall. That reflection is not snow sparkles, because it flashes like metal. This section is too smooth to be natural ice, and it looks like
This is totally AI.
Yeah.
your engine somewhere above the clouds.
Bobber, those jets were not a coincidence because they just swept this exact line. My radio is getting drowned in static, and that only happens near that seam. I have maybe seconds before they come back, so I'm going to the darkest break in the wall. If I reach that doorway, you will see what is on.
You are not supposed to.
Yeah, that is most definitely AI. 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's a wonderful video, though.
Yeah. Well,
trillion-ton iceberg, which we're just hearing has broken off Antarctica.
Sudden burst of solar activity, which melted down those ice sheets, but that's not what I go with.
"38 people disappeared overnight while headed from Chile to Antarctica."
Locked in away ice, Antarctica guards mysteries that might just rewrite the story of our past and shake up everything we thought we knew. A former naval officer and a journalist have shared shocking stories on how they discovered an entrance to a secret alien base containing UFOs in Antarctica. How did this naval flight engineer Brian discover this secret alien base?
Brian.
How is the world power trying to hide it from the entire planet? Join us on this intriguing journey as we explore the terrifying truths of the U.S. terrifying claim that aliens are hiding in Antarctica. The Naval Officer's Revelation. In January 2015, investigative reporter Linda Moulton Howe stumbled upon a mysterious Antarctic tale when she got an email from Brian, a retired U.S. naval flight engineer with a wild story from his time in Antarctica in the 80s and 90s. Brian dropped a bombshell, claiming he saw some seriously strange stuff during his 4,000 flight hours over Antarctica.
Naval flight engineer. He's asked me to call him only Brian.
The juiciest part of the story is that he stumbled upon a massive, perfect circle carved into the Antarctic ice sheet, leading to a glowing cave entrance below. But here's where it gets even weirder. When Brian tried to get closer, all the gadgets in his aircraft went haywire, and they had to do an emergency restart. After that encounter, shady authorities confiscated records and gave Brian and his crew the silent treatment. Intrigued by the craziness of Brian's story, Linda dug deeper.
Something archaeological in Antarctica.
Brian later spilled the beans on what went down. In 1987, during a resupply flight out of McMurdo Station, Brian and his crew got last-minute orders to pick up something from a remote campsite in Antarctica's interior. When they arrived, they found the camp trashed and deserted, with no sign of human activity anywhere. This creepy scenario kicked off a string of disappearances at Antarctic stations. Odd radio bursts in strange languages popped up before each disappearance, coming from some unknown source deep under the ice. As the crew got jittery, Brian's co-pilot spotted a big shiny craft silently cruising past their cockpit.
Okay. Is there legitimacy to that?
So that lady, right, in this video,
Uh-huh.
she did talk to a select few who have similar stories about Antarctica.
Right.
Like, I've been following her stuff for a while, and it's crazy. Like, not crazy, like, oh, she's needs to go to the loony bin crazy, but the way she's talking about these stories from, testimonies from other men,
Yeah.
it's crazy to think about because how outrageous these stories are of how similar they sound.
Right. And Elmsta, to your question, do I remember the kid that got stuck and couldn't use his plane? Did he get out? Yes. The Chilean government let him go. So they allowed him to leave finally. He got passage to go. They refueled his plane for him and they let him leave. But yeah, no, it's just a no-fly zone. You're not allowed to fly into Antarctica. You're not supposed to. I mean, it's all military bases out there that have flight strips, and those bases are all owned by different governments. One of those being the Chilean government, the Russian government, the United States has bases out there. I mean, just about every government you can think of has a base on Antarctica or some kind of place where they can send researchers and geologists and paleontologists and archaeologists. Just they've got places there for them. And that kid thought he was going to be I don't think he originally planned on landing in Antarctica. He had a problem with the plane. So when he landed, the Chilean government thought he was trying to get privy to information he wasn't supposed to have.
And like the whole, hidden watchtowers with that artificial fog, that's real.
I mean, the artificial fog, like I've heard of artificial like weather, okay, and like HARP, like all of that does make a little bit of sense. But watchtowers, I've never heard of that before. I'm not against it, but I've never heard of it.
Well, okay. So you know how the government automatically shows up?
Yeah.
Watchtowers.
See, but most of the time when it's people trying to get to Antarctica and the government just randomly shows up, it's people boating there that don't have permission to go. and they don't have permission to get onto the island. And usually it's the United States or Australia who stops them. Australia has a couple really big naval boats that patrol Antarctica all the time, literally all the time.
Yeah.
So if you try to boat your way to Antarctica, there's a good chance you're going to get stopped by a giant naval vessel, either by the United States or Australia.
Yeah.
And then if you fly into Antarctica, as we've all seen, you just get caught and trapped by the Chilean government. So I think it's a lose-lose situation there.
Right.
And quite honestly, I don't want to go to Antarctica. It's too fucking cold.
And too dry.
Yeah.
Like
I can live without seeing the edge of the earth.
like Will Smith, right? When he was questioning, his guide, because when he was he has a new show that's on Disney Plus. That's part of the Discovery thing.
Yeah.
The guy was telling him that it's dry like a desert.
Yeah, for sure. It's because it's so cold.
Mm-hmm.
No moisture in the air. It all freezes.
Mm-hmm.
This is about Stanley Kubrick and I believe Eyes Wide Shut, which is a movie that I've always wanted to watch, but I've never seen. It looks really freaking crazy, and I need to find somewhere to stream this movie immediately.
Right.
The director, Stanley Kubrick, he literally had the strangest death as well. His final movie, Eyes Wide Shut, which is a movie that's pretty much, his wife says something wild to him, which sends him down this journey of trying to find himself or whatever throughout New York. And he stumbles across this party that he wasn't supposed to go to. He ends up seeing a party where the elites are all there. And apparently there's even a scene where this guy that Tom Cruise's character talks to, he said,
"Listen, Bill, I don't think you realize what kind of trouble you were in last night. Who do you think those people were? Those were not just ordinary people there. If I told you their names, I'm not going to tell you their names, but if I did, I don't think you'd sleep so well."
That scene was supposed to reference, because he gets in this room and it's a whole bunch of these masked figures. And there were so many shots and things that just made sense about the movie, what they're doing. For instance, Tom Cruise's character, his mask, you can really clearly see his eyes in there.
Yeah.
Everybody else's is all dark. It's all dark.
Wasn't there also 30 or 40 minutes of the movie that hasn't been seen by anybody because it got cut out or something like that, right? Am I wrong? Or?
No, that's 100% facts.
Yeah.
It's some number like that. It's either 30 or 40 minutes or something, but you're spot on, bro. Yes, that's another detail people thought was weird about this movie. Long story short, they're doing rituals or whatever. It's like an underground society, pretty much like real life. Right before he was supposed to drop the movie, Stanley Kubrick ends up dying mysteriously in his house or whatever. I forgot what it was, bro. It was a heart attack or whatever. And then it makes you go, the government literally said, I think it was the CIA. They said they had a heart attack gun, Mike. Am I wrong? Yes or no?
The CIA came out with a heart attack gun, yes.
It's such an easy way to do it where they go, well, he was old.
He was an older guy.
And he got killed.
He was a famous Hollywood director who knew what he was getting into, right?
And it's wild because he was trying to expose the elites. This movie is literally talking about these people. And just even the title, Eyes Wide Shut.
Yeah.
The director.
Eyes Wide Shut, like I said, is a movie that I got to get my hands on. I want to see it so bad. I've looked on every streaming network though, and nobody is showing it. So I'm gonna have to find a DVD somewhere.
People are thinking that this guy was not supposed to say this live on the news. Check this out.
Firmament, it can't be penetrated. So there's different levels of heaven. That's why they call it outer space, not space. Within the firmament is space. There is heaven. We fly in the heavens on a plane. But then there's a higher heaven. That's why God, the Heavenly Father, is called the Most High, because there's levels to this.
Yeah, it's certainly.
So you didn't know you were getting all this.
You see, this is where many people are missing it. The word firmament is not what most people think it means. You see, because in Hebrew, which is the language the Old Testament was originally written in, the word firmament carries the meaning open space, expanse, or sky. If you don't trust NASA, that's one thing. But the Bible undeniably supports a space outside of this Earth's atmosphere where these celestial bodies are. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments about this. Don't forget to follow for more.
So the firmament, according to him, actually means the space outside of Earth.
Well, okay. I will put it this way, because this is a factual topic, right? Biblical facts. The firmament separates the waters from above from the waters from below, right?
Right.
So,
Oh, thanks for the tip, Elmsta. I'm gonna have to rent it now.
So outer space to everybody else who's not, who's not into the Bible aspect, right?
Right.
Thinks it's outer space, but in reality, it's actually the heavenly waters.
Right. The waters above the Earth or whatever.
Yes, and like if you like see all those jets or planes that are the rockets, the jets that are going over like the atmosphere, and you see that like really like wavy like behind the
When it looks like they're skipping a rock on water.
yes, that is actually showing you the heavenly waters.
Well, yes, but some people just believe that's like a sonic boom.
I mean, yeah, you're right, but at the same time, though, there's reasons that nobody can get up there, right?
Right.
It's like that one astronaut who had leakage from his
Elmsta said he's gonna hire the first guy in that in the first video we showed to call you out.
But no, seriously though, it's kind of like in a similar aspect where that one astronaut, who said he had like water leaking in his helmet.
Yeah, okay, so that's a real story. That's
Yeah.
a that's fact. And what it is it was a British astronaut who went on a spacewalk. The only astronaut that has ever had a helmet crack or was it a helmet? Yeah, it was a helmet crack. And he said it felt like his entire suit was filling with water and he felt like he was drowning. Now, the thing is even with him saying it felt like he was drowning, the absence of air in space would make you choke. It would make you feel like you were drowning. That's literally what would happen. So that's basically what that would feel like. But that's the argument there. It is very weird that he claimed that his suit filled with water, because he straight up claimed that and then changed it later on, stating that he was actually just real life choking, like because he couldn't breathe. Nothing was going the way he wanted to. He felt like he was drowning. But that's a very odd story. That story doesn't get talked about enough. That's a man who literally lived and his suit broke open in space. Like, that's not talked about at all. So that's really fucking interesting.
And you see, here's the thing though, right? If outer space, right, the heavenly waters,
Mm-hmm.
and I asked AI this question, like I went a deep dive, and I hate the word deep dive.
A deep dive.
I went in a deep dive rabbit hole on this topic with AI because I wanted to, it to go in the biblical aspect. I didn't want to go in the scientific side. I wanted to go in the biblical side, which it did. And it wasn't Grok, it wasn't ChatGPT, it wasn't even Meta AI, right?
Right.
It was I can't remember what it was. I think
DeepSeek.
That's who it was, right?
Yeah.
And it told me that yes, outer space is so toxic because of radiation, but the whole waters above and the waters below does prove the firmament, and also
But the firmament, so what the dude in the other video was stating is that the firmament would be real, but the definition of the firmament would actually be the definition of space. The part of the atmosphere that we can't get to because basically you go further than that and you die. You just die. Like
yeah,
the radiation, the no air, the everything. So basically the firmament was kept here to trap us. So if you think about that, then space itself is the firmament.
in which and also when I went deeper in this whole conversation with the AI, right?
Yeah.
It said that the heavenly waters is outer space.
Right, but that's AI looking at what you're saying through a Bible perspective.
Right.
It's not asking, because I'm sure if you ask AI, hey, is there water in space? They're going to give you some weird percentage and then probably say, no, it's not, like there's no ocean in space, basically.
Because okay, so like, and I said, well, okay, go deeper and tell me your full on, analytical perspective. And I said, I don't want no BS, nonsense. I want truth.
Right.
And it went deeper and said, look at it on the Book of Enoch aspect.
Yeah, because it's taking you to the Bible. It's exactly what I said. Is it's relating from what you're saying to the Bible. So basically, it's going to agree with you from a biblical standpoint.
But here's the thing: Book of Enoch's not in the Bible.
Not in the Christian Bible. It's in the
No.
Catholic Bible. It's in the Nigerian Bible. It's in the Ethiopian Bible. It's in
Right.
every Bible besides the United States Christian Bible and whatever else, because King James didn't believe in it.
Right. And I said, okay, well, how many layers would there be? And it said, okay, when you got the levels of heaven, right?
Yeah.
You got the top layer, which is what they caught, which they're trying to say that's AI, where they said they caught heaven in space.
Well, it's like low Earth orbit.
Right. And then you got the fuck.
Yeah, the troposphere, stratosphere, and ionosphere.
Yeah. So basically all that. And then also it said anything that's happening above in heaven is happening down here. And then the other day I was watching a video of a guy teaching, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he said the same exact thing the AI said.
Yeah, it's a weird one. I mean, if you believe in the Bible and you believe the firmament, I'm not going to argue with anybody about that. I think it's super weird that Warner von Braun on his gravestone has the psalm for the firmament on his gravestone. And von Braun actually famously told everybody it would be impossible to go to the moon. Von Braun believed it was impossible. So basically, the most famous, most smartest rocket scientist to ever live said that we couldn't go to the moon. He said it was physically impossible to go to the moon. He's also the same person that created the rocket that falls apart, because you get more boost with less weight. So you have like the jet engines attached and shoots the rocket up as far as it can go or whatever into space, and then the boosters or rocket sides fall off, allowing the second boost to occur, which then brings the shuttle or the capsule into actual space. He played a central role in landing on the moon. No, von Braun definitely said we could not land on the moon, and von Braun, people definitely say he's trolling, but go look at von Braun's gravestone. He's thrown it out multiple times, and it's just it's a weird one, because regardless if von Braun was just trolling, regardless if all these other people were just trolling, you and me are normal people. We're never going to be astronauts. We don't have enough money to go to space. And let alone, do you have $100,000 to throw down to fly on a plane to go into low Earth orbit? No, we don't. None of us do. And we never will. The government picks and chooses who gets to go to space. And I think that's pretty fucking suspect. I'm just going to say it now. That's why it's really hard for me to believe that we ever went to the moon or that we even went to space at all, period, because there's only a select few people. And one of the number one people that called the moon stuff out and did it appropriately was immediately killed after. And that was Gus Grissom. And he was an astronaut. Okay, he was an astronaut for the moon missions, and he actually famously took a lemon, put it on a hanger, and put it up on top of where the space shuttle was going to be, and said, "This thing is a piece of shit. It will never make it to outer space." Literally held a press conference saying that the shuttle was trash. So I don't know. It's very weird. But no, space, the final frontier, the waters above, crew. I mean, maybe the Bible's correct. Maybe Gus Grissom was right. We'll never know. We'll literally never know. I mean, they killed Gus Grissom. He exploded. Do you know what happened to him? You know what happened to Gus? He was in a hyperbaric chamber. He was in a hyperbaric chamber that supposedly screwed up, and the pressure went crazy, and Gus literally ignited in fire and blew up. There was nothing left of him. And the day before that, the CIA was at the launch pad, and they had never done that before, ever. They were supposedly there looking at the shuttle and doing whatever. And then the very next day after the press conference, or maybe it wasn't the next day, maybe it was a couple days after, Gus Grissom explodes and dies in a hyperbaric chamber after he held a press conference telling everybody that that rocket was not going anywhere and that it was a piece of shit. So that's suspect. That's fucking suspect.
Yeah.
But yeah, enough about the moon right now. I think we've hit the moon quite a bit.
Yeah, we did.
Oh no. Are you sending more crap about Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez?
Yes.
She vanished into rehab. Same week, a baby was born. One Selena checks herself in Arizona. Weeks disappear. Meanwhile, a child enters this world. No photos, no pregnancy bump, no birth story, just silence. 2 weeks later, vacation, but the newborn nowhere. Strange, right? And now listen to her words. A day without you is like a year
Okay, I'm going to tell you right now that I know for a fact that this video with Candace is AI.
without rain. 1 year without rain. Rain, the only child whose arrival was hidden and whose face stayed in the shadows. Coincidence? Maybe, but the internet never stops connecting dots.
Sorry. We can't play that. That'll get us thrown right off of YouTube.
The other one we can. I forgot I sent that one.
The way you. And what if I told you Selena Gomez isn't here anymore? Not in the way you think. The theory says she made a deal. Her and Justin had a baby. That child Rain Disick, Kourtney Kardashian's son. They wanted the baby. Selena said, no, take me instead. Look at her now. The face changed. The voice changed.
She
The
has
soul
lupus.
changed. After that kidney transplant, even her donor disappeared. Why? Because she knew that's not Selena. Justin's VMA's 2021 performance. Most passionate of his life, celebs in tears, Jaden Smith crying. They knew, they all knew. Haley didn't cry, she knows the truth too. So she lets him grieve, lets him miss her. Listen to his lyrics. I know you crossed a bridge that I can't follow. She crossed something and he can't follow. Selena's song, A Year Without Rain, not Rain, Rain, their son's name hidden in plain sight. Baby photos don't lie. Put Selena as a child next to Justin, next to Rain Disick. The resemblance hits. They say Hollywood is weird. This isn't weird. This is dark. They took her, left a shell, and were supposed to smile and stream the music. You wanted proof? Look closer. The truth is in the details. And what if I told you Selena Gomez?
So I will say that I don't trust those videos because they use an AI to work with Candace's real voice and then tapered it up to put it through Candace. Candace has never talked about any of that shit. And I can tell you right now, that is 120% AI.
I'm about to find out.
Candace Owens has never talked about a Justin Bieber, Selena Gomez conspiracy. Not one time. She's too busy talking about Erica Kirk and all that BS. Here, I got you right now. Has Candace Owens ever commented on a Justin Bieber, Selena Gomez conspiracy?
Yes, she has. She has talked about them.
She hasn't. There's a bunch of viral TikToks using deepfake or AI-generated audio of her voice, talking about Selena Gomez clone theories or Bieber Gomez secret baby rumors. But those are fake. She talks about Bieber a lot, but not this conspiracy. Selena even joked about the clone stuff herself.
There you go. Candace has never talked about Selena being anything or a conspiracy revolving their child. That was all AI and all deep fake. And I can tell you why I knew that. The reason I knew that is because if you watch the video, Candace's words don't match up with the audio every single time. They chopped all of that together and created it using a deep fake. So, and they did that because Candace Owens is watched by so many people that they know that they could get you and everybody else to be like, oh my God, Candace is talking about this. No, she's not. She doesn't give a shit about that. She's talked about how Justin Bieber has been wrongfully basically used and abused in Hollywood, sure. But she's never brought up a secret baby with Selena Gomez. Never happened. And if she has ever brought it up, she's debunked it. She has never, ever, ever said that dumb shit. No offense. I mean, I watch Candace. I watch her every podcast, okay? I'm a freaking Candace Owens fanatic. And the reason I'm a Candace Owens fanatic, it's not because I like Candace. It's because I absolutely love the drama that she fucking unfolds. And it is basically the funniest shit on the internet right now. The fact that her and Erica Kirk are basically feuding constantly and she's calling out Erica Kirk, it's absolutely fucking hilarious. Because you know what? I don't think she's wrong. I don't think Candace is wrong about all of that stuff. There's something sus as fuck going on with the Charlie Kirk shit, and she's on top of it, and it's crazy. But
reptilian.
Yeah, but with her and the whole Justin Bieber, Selena Gomez stuff, don't be fooled. That was 120% deep fake AI bullshit.
But she has talked about,
She's talked about the abuse of Justin Bieber, sure. She has never mentioned a secret baby with Selena Gomez or Selena Gomez hiding a baby or the Kardashians taking Rain, the baby. No, never talked about ever. Not even once. That's all I'm saying. I watched the crap out of Candace Owens. I do love this though. You sent me a Joe Rogan clip with what's his name in it, Duncan Trussell, and I absolutely love Duncan Trussell. I listen to his podcast all the time, and he's wonderful.
Tim Burchett saying whatever the fuck they've shown him would set the world on fire. He's having to go on TMZ. I gotta say, man, I got a lot of respect for him because he's gone like gonzo with this shit. He is full bore pushing disclosure as much as he can. He's saying I'm not suicidal. He's had to say that and he's talking about these missing scientists and stuff that they're somehow related. So like people like him, that can't be good for your political career to go on TMZ and talk about alien hybrids.
No. And people have to understand, like this missing scientist thing, it sounds a little conspiratorial thing. It sounds like a little silly, a little tinfoil hatty.
It does.
Until you start thinking about the amount of money that would be lost if a breakthrough tech came around that revolutionized the way they distribute energy.
Right.
Breakthrough 0-point energy, breakthrough, whatever that is that these people are working on, plasma technology, whatever the fuck that is. You would lose if you're in whatever business that would be competing with them. You're going to lose so much fucking money.
Oh yeah,
you're probably going to go under. If you're in the energy business, you're going to go, or he goes away.
Right.
And he goes away, and there's like him and maybe a few other people that work with him that understand that shit at all.
Yeah, they're all wandering through the back rooms now. They're gone.
They're all scared. They're all going to scatter like roaches.
Yeah,
because their life is in danger, and it is.
Facts.
Like this is theoretical, right? It could be just a coincidence that all these people.
How could it be? Could you pull up?
It's not possible.
Can you pull up a story on it? Because Jamie, I'm sorry, but it's two people from the same fucking lab.
Yep.
Like what?
Yeah.
I mean, it's gotten to the point that like it has hit the mainstream news. Like people are talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what's her name? Nancy Guthrie disappears.
Is that related though?
No, but I'm just saying, this one woman vanishes.
Yeah.
It gets
all this
and it gets all the press.
Right,
but we've got
right.
scientists, like two scientists from the same lab disappear. Crickets.
Yep.
No, like
weird.
Weird,
Yeah.
dude.
Real weird. Mystery around dead or missing scientists privy to space and nuclear secrets.
So I actually watched this episode, and if you guys want to watch a crazy episode of the Joe Rogan podcast, go to Spotify and watch his latest podcast with Duncan Trussell, because this is it, and it is epic.
Secrets grows. So there's space and nuclear secrets. You imagine being a scientist, you work so hard to like figure out some amazing stuff that's going to transform the human experience.
Yeah.
And then people kill you.
Yeah.
Literally kill you. Like in a parking lot, pew, pew, one of those silenced guns. Several American scientists privy to the country's nuclear, space, and aerospace secrets have either died or gone missing in recent years. Experts think they could have been targeted by either enemies or allies because they possess valuable knowledge of national interest. That's a weird thing to say.
Yeah, it is.
Of national interest?
What?
What does that mean? Like, I'm cool with the beginning part, enemies, allies. That tracks.
Sure.
But then when you say valuable knowledge of national interest,
what is that?
What the fuck does that mean? They possess valuable knowledge of national interest.
I mean, dude, it's so many of them, and it's.
You know what that means? That means they were privy to information that we weren't privy to, and they were going to release said information to the public, and the government or whoever said, nah, fuck those guys, and went out and either A, killed them, B, put them in jail, or C, told them to get the fuck out of Dodge, and they're in hiding or something. Other than that, that's exactly what that means, man.
Like,
it's a crazy thing to say.
Let's go down a little bit to the
but it's just a weird way to phrase that.
Well,
You know what I mean? Is it a like CIA talking point? Like, what is that?
I don't know. Monica Reza missing. She disappeared while hiking in California with her friends.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay, well, I don't know. Maybe let's scroll down. It's not just like it's one. It's like so many of them. Retired a general. He just wandered off.
He was involved in the UFO community.
His wife debunked theories relating to UFOs.
If his wife debunked them,
that's what it says there.
Sort. I also I think she was. I mean, she was joking. I think a little bit too, but she also worked there in this situation somehow.
Is that a joke? Neil does not have any special knowledge about the ET bodies and debris from Roswell crash stored it, right, Pat? Is that a joke?
At this point, with absolutely no sign of him, maybe the best hypothesis is that aliens
That's a
beamed him
joke.
up to the mothership. However, no sightings of a mothership hovering over the Sandia
That's not
Mountains have been reported. There's no way she said that,
That's
right?
a joke.
It's Men's Journal. Well, maybe she's just being funny.
But her
Posted a
husband
lengthy note on Facebook.
Just a little joke about her husband disappearing?
Maybe she was happy. Maybe she's like, finally, I get to sit home
Get
with my
the
romance
fuck outta here.
novels.
Stop talking about aliens.
Yeah,
you piece
shut
of
your
shit.
fucking mouth
Who
and go for a
cares?
hike.
Forget the alien bodies. What about your wife's body?
The passing of yet another NASA scientist has resurfaced as the list of chilling disappearances and mysterious deaths of those with ties to America's space and nuclear secrets grows longer. The disturbing cases have since sent internet sleuths into a frenzy, searching for answers about the unsettling pattern. Here's what to know. Michael David Hicks, who worked at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory in Flint Ridge, California, as a research assistant, passed away at the age of 59 in July of 2023. However, there's no public cause of death or autopsy for Hicks' passing, nor any mention of how he died in his obituary, although it does ask for donations in his memory to go to Alcoholics Anonymous. Hicks's death is just one in a web of concerning deaths and disappearances of NASA scientists and individuals with ties to U.S. space secrets. 3 other scientists with ties to NASA's Jet Propulsion Lab, or JPL, have either gone missing or died over the past few years, even as recently as February. On February 16, 2026, renowned astrophysicist Carl Grillmeyer, who worked on NASA's Spitzer Space Telescope, was suddenly and shockingly shot dead on the porch of his home in California. His shooter, Freddie Snyder, was arrested and is currently in jail. However, a clear motive has yet to be established. Another researcher at NASA's JPL, Frank Mywald, died in July 2024 at the age of 61. Like Hicks, there's little to no public information about how he died. JPL's former newly appointed director of its materials processing group, Monica Reza, mysteriously went missing in June of 2025 while hiking with friends in the Angeles National Forest in California and hasn't been seen since. Reza's research in materials science was funded by the Air Force Research Laboratory at Wright-Patterson Base in Ohio, which is long rumored to hold extraterrestrial debris tied to the famous 1947 Roswell crash. The Air Force Research Lab was headed up by retired Air Force General William McCaslin, who also has shockingly gone missing. McCaslin mysteriously vanished on February 27, 2026, from his Albuquerque, New Mexico home, along with a pair of hiking boots and a .38 caliber revolver. McCaslin was also the former research commander at Kirtland Air Force Base in New Mexico, which works closely on national security projects with Los Alamos National Laboratory, famous for developing nuclear weapons during the Manhattan Project. In June of 2025, 2 workers from Los Alamos, Anthony Chavez and Melissa Casillas, vanished from their homes in eerily similar circumstances. Chavez, age 79, was last seen leaving his New Mexico home on foot, leaving behind his car, wallet, phone, and keys. Casillas, age 54, was last seen on camera walking alone on a highway, also without her wallet, phone, or keys, after telling family members she would be working from home, Dateline reported. As of now, no federal agency has publicly acknowledged any connection between these cases, but skeptics and believers alike are asking the same question. When does a pattern stop simply being a coincidence?
That's sus as fuck. 9 people die or go missing, and the world doesn't even blink an eye. And they're some of the most important scientists in the country.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely insane.
For them to leave their phone, their wallet, and their keys.
That means they don't want to be found.
Yeah.
120%. Those people that left their phone, keys, wallet, and car went into hiding somewhere. They don't want to be found. Now, I think it's possible that that general went out because he took his revolver, okay? I think it's very possible that dude shot himself and the animals ate his body. And that's why nobody can find him. Because why else would you take your revolver out and then never come back?
Exactly.
He went somewhere and I think he offed himself and nobody found a body because the animals ate it.
Or
Bro, you kill yourself in the desert or you kill yourself in the forest. The first thing that's going to happen is in about 4 hours, your body is going to be torn apart by every creature that is out there. Every
Right.
single creature. They're
But-
going to eat you, and there's going to be nothing left.
But also, there's another way you could. There's another way to look at it. Okay. Now you leave everything else, but you take your revolver, right?
Yeah,
And you want to go into hiding, right?
yeah,
That's the only protection you have.
for sure.
You take it with you, and you're on the run, and that's the only protection you have is to keep himself on the edge to where he has his weapon ready. So if someone's going after him, he has protection.
I mean, maybe. I guess we'll find out eventually, or we won't.
Right. But either way, I mean, that's both ways to look at it.
Yeah, I think there's a good chance dude offed himself and
Yeah.
animals ate him. I think that's a very good chance, is that he was going through some shit that nobody wants to talk about, or he didn't want to talk about, or he couldn't talk about, and he just left and he took his life into his own hands. But I don't know. You know, it's a weird one. The scientists are weird. It's sus as hell. I don't know why it's happening. It's very weird.
Well, especially with the alien files supposedly now being leaked out.
Yeah.
Maybe they're eliminated for no reason.
So Crew sent me some videos from this dude. I absolutely hate this guy. This guy is the fittest flat earther. He is the worst conspiracy theorist, in my opinion, on TikTok. But let's see what he has to say.
Michael is gone. Tupac is gone. Prince is gone. Whitney is gone. Amy Winehouse is gone. David Bowie is gone. But I'm still standing.
He seems to have forgotten a few. Jim Morrison isn't gone. Jimi Hendrix isn't gone. Kurt Cobain isn't gone. Bob Marley isn't gone. And currently, I'm on the hunt for Chris Cornell. A lot of people seem to think that he really is gone. And while I'm having a harder time finding him more than the others, well, something tells me he's around somewhere as well. And if you're coming across my page for the very first time, just go ahead and scroll down and you'll see all these videos like Nelson Mandela being Bob Marley or David Blaine.
This is
being
ridiculous.
Prince. But getting back to the beginning of this post, Madonna. I am working on quite an interesting theory on who Madonna's parents are. You ever notice how much she looks like Priscilla and how much she looks like Elvis? And hey, do you ever notice their resemblance? And I mean, look at those eyebrows. Those are definitely hereditary, coming from dear old dad.
He's a
and,
hella reaching.
hey, Baron and Elvis Aaron Presley. Something to it. There's something here, and I'm working on
Might
it.
be related.
Entertainment purposes. I know that Madonna's mom isn't really Priscilla Presley, and her dad isn't really Elvis. And Aaron,
It could be like a
Aaron's
relative,
dad really
distant
isn't
relative. I don't know.
Elvis.
What'd you say?
She could be like a distant relative, maybe.
Maybe.
Like we don't know.
This dude hella reaches. He hella reaches.
Who is really Donald, and his mom isn't really Diana, who's really Melania. All for entertainment purposes. But I mean, come on, people.
I mean, that last one about, the son of Donald Trump and whatever her name is, kind of does resemble Diana.
I mean, kind of, but bro, it's hella reaching. The fittest flat earther finds he literally finds anything and everything to say such and such is so and so, and it's just bullshit. Because first off, one of my favorite podcasters and comedians is Sam Tripoli. Okay, the fittest flat earther said that he is Sir Francis Bacon. And Sam Tripoli has came out and been like, I most definitely am not Sir Francis Bacon. And I've followed Sam Tripoli forever. He is not Sir Francis Bacon. That is the weirdest fucking thing in the entire world. That man, I think the fittest flat earther is mentally ill. I'm just gonna say it. And I also think that he clout chases for content, because he knows there's somebody that will be out there that'll go, whoa, those two people do look similar. Well, people are we occasionally have other people who look exactly like us, and they don't have to be clones. Hence, the fact that I thought I saw you at Centerpoint Hospital the other day, but it was literally some other random guy who looked exactly like you. So I can say, crew, do you have a clone? Like, do you have a clone out there?
Well, okay, so here's a secret that nobody knows. So, I am a clone. The cat's out of the bag.
You got to do the one eye thing.
Yeah.
Now people are going to clip that and say that we're part of the Illuminati. Good job.
Yeah, let's just say that I'm not from Nibiru. I'm not from Earth. I'm from Planet of the Clones.
Yeah, no, you're Nibiru crew. Shut the fuck up.
Okay, fine. I'm Nibiru crew. The real crew. Well, here's the truth. He died back in 2019, and I took his place in this alternate reality. Sarcasm at its finest.
About astral projection. I've even heard, like, in the government, there's astral projection police.
There are places you cannot go. They will not allow you. Either they'll scare you away or they'll trap you there. They say on the dark side of the moon, there are alien bases. I heard a story where there was a guy, they tasked him to astral project to the moon. It was a government project. And he went to a place that's a no-no, right? So they trapped this dude on the moon and they didn't let him out. His body is still here in a coma. They had to tell his family he was dead, but they still have him in this coma.
About astral projection. I've even heard, like, in the government.
Astral projection police. I've actually heard of that before. So there was a girl back in like 2020 maybe that came out and said that she knew how to astral project, and that she actually astral projected herself to the White House. And she said that they had agents that were astral projectors that defend the White House from astral projection incursions. So that's a really weird thing. I don't know if I necessarily believe that, because astral projection, you aren't really leaving your body. It's a trick that you can make your brain believe you're doing.
Right.
Was Robin Williams warning us about the elite? I don't know. Let's see.
I've been in this industry a long time. I've seen things. The real elite, the ones at the very top, they don't just play power games. They worship something much darker. They worship the devil. I've been to those parties. I've heard the rituals, seen the symbols. It's not metaphor. It's real. They sell their souls for fame. And I've been in this industry a long time. I've seen things.
I'm also going to say that oddly looked like AI, but I don't know.
Well, that actually was filmed before he died. I know for a fact because I've seen that video before he died.
I have to check this real quick. Did Robin Williams make a video calling out the elite?
No, that video's not real. It's an AI-generated fake. One of those viral TikTok clips claiming Robin Williams recorded a secret rant about Hollywood elites, devil worship, and rituals back in 2013. His daughter Zelda has publicly begged people to stop making and sharing these, calling them gross and not what he'd want. Robin was brilliant at mocking power and celebrity in his real stand-up, but nothing.
So yeah, he did not do that. That was also deep fake AI.
Okay, but here's the truth. I know for a fact Robin Williams has talked about that stuff, right? He was also kind of like Jim Carrey, right? And I will say this because I'm also a Robin Williams fan.
So, do you want to know something about Robin Williams that not a lot of people know, and they would not be very happy if they knew this about him? And I love Robin Williams, don't get me wrong, but do you want to know what Robin Williams, how he got famous?
Hit me with it.
He stole other people's jokes.
Yep.
When Robin Williams would go into a comedy club, literally the people that would see Robin enter the club would tell the comedians, and sometimes they would refuse to start the show because they knew that Robin would steal the jokes, and then he would go down to the next comedy club down the road and say the same exact jokes that the people on up at the stage during the comedy show he was watching would say. So that's how Williams got famous. He was known as a giant joke thief. So basically, I don't know. I don't think Robin Williams, if he ever came out and talked about elite things, he didn't make it very public because he himself was under a lot of scrutiny. A lot of scrutiny.
And also, I will say this, right? I've followed a lot of his stuff over the years, kind of like Jim Carrey. Before he died, right? He was very depressed. He got to the point where all that stress and all the Hollywood stuff got to him. Because he knew a lot more than a lot of people could catch on, and it was stressing him out to the point where he took his own life.
Yeah.
And
well, he was depressed. He had a lot of problems. He had a lot of problems.
Yeah. And that video that I just showed, that I sent you, that you played, it may have been deep fake, which I've seen it before. But everything that was said in that video is absolute truth, because he did, in a way, talk about that stuff, but not all in one video.
Your cousin has a doppelganger, Julie. It may be a clone, but it's probably just a doppelganger.
So here's the thing, okay? When the whole clone topic, right, is, I'm going to nip this in the butt. There's some truth to it, but there's also some, fake parts to it, because there's a lot of celebrities who get hit with, oh, they've been cloned, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of them will either come out with these crazy stories about what they went through, and a lot of them, get plastic surgery, and people were like, oh, they've been cloned. But there's a few that are truth on being cloned.
Right.
But, it's not allowed to be talked about. And if you talk about so much, then you're considered crazy and blah, 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 the fourth.
True. Well, guys, we've hit that time of night. This is going to be our last video for the night, but we're going to get back on probably on Monday night, because Sunday I will not be available. I am going to be helping my dad build a shed in his backyard. So I am not going to be available tomorrow, but Monday night we can finish up the videos, and then we will also attack another topic. So we'll get back to y'all on that when we've got it figured out. But anyways, here goes the last video.
leading ladies of all time, Anne Hathaway has lived before, and she is the reincarnation of one of the most famous leading ladies of the past. There's a massive conspiracy theory that Anne Hathaway's husband, Adam, is the reincarnation of the most famous playwright of all time, William Shakespeare. Because look at how much they look alike. It's very suspicious. And if anyone had the Illuminati power to reincarnate themselves, it's the most famous man of his time. And guess what Shakespeare's wife was named? Anne Hathaway. And this is what she looked like. Look familiar to another Anne Hathaway we know? And here they are all together. The theory goes that they wanted to reincarnate so they can come back and the wife could be famous in this lifetime, maybe so she can act, because women weren't allowed to act in the 1500s. And Anne is very known for her poised, proper, almost old-fashioned way of talking and behaving that rubs some people the wrong way, but maybe it's because she's from a different time. Before I show you the most eerie part of all this, make sure you follow so you finally know the craziest conspiracy theory about each of these celebrities and request who you want to see next. Anne Hathaway was born on the exact day, to the date, of Shakespeare and Anne's 400th wedding anniversary. To the date. One of the most famous leading ladies of all time, Anne Hathaway.
So that's a weird one. I don't know where Crew went. Either he'll hop back in or he won't. But anyways, guys, this is going to be the end of the show tonight. I don't believe that Anne Hathaway is a clone, but I do think that that's very weird that she has the same name as Shakespeare's wife, and the date stuff, that's pretty odd. But, you know, I don't believe it. I don't think she's a clone. But anyways, guys, before I get out of here, there he is. But before we get out of here, Crew, what is this?
This is the Robert and Crew Show Venmo link, where if you'd like to, not a have to, donate, so that way we can get stuff for the podcast, or so we can get travel costs for the podcast. Anything and everything for this Venmo link is only for the podcast.
Yeah. And
before I go, you want to know the strangest thing that happened?
What?
So, you know, right when you clicked on that video, right?
Yeah.
My whole screen froze.
Yeah.
No video was playing. I could hear everything. You weren't moving. I wasn't moving. It was like with me talking about the cloning stuff.
Right.
My whole thing just completely got tapped.
They're coming for you, bro.
Oh,
They're
my
coming
goodness.
for you.
Come for me, because apparently I admitted I'm a clone. Now they're coming for me. But in all seriousness, though, this was a good episode.
Yep. And as always, our favorite currency is share to show. If you know anybody that would be interested in weird conspiracy theories, share this show. Either way, guys, it's getting late, so we're going to get out of here. Peace out from the Robin and Crew Show.
Mic drop at midnight. Welcome back, Crew. Yo, welcome back to the show. Robert and Crew, late night.